And welcome back to the second part of this tutorial. The next object that I'll take care of is, let's take care of this reset button. I'm going to close that, and right here double click on, or right click and select event action, and come right here where we have the reset. But first thing, we need to create an object here. So let's say private JFrame. Okay, I'm just gonna call it name frame. Yeah, semicolon. So I need to now, let's import. Yeah, that is fine. So I've imported that here. Okay, so the next thing is underneath here, let's go for frame equals new frame. That's an object, and that object is frame. And what I want it to do is to exit, really. Right. And let's use an if statement. If j option plain dot, let's say show, that'll be, let's choose this, show confirm dialog, and this dialog, in this case, that's my frame itself. And in here, let's enter my message, confirm if you want to exit. Yeah, and the name of my tutorial, let's say vehicle trading system. Just leave it like that. Comma, yeah, let's put a comma there and press enter. Then I'm just going to copy this, let's say yes or no. Copy that, paste that in there, dot, yes no option. Let's select yes no option. In this case, my option is going to be equals yes no option as well, equals that dot yes no option. Right, enter, semicolon there. Okay, and in that case, if, sorry, let's say curly braces there. So in that case, if is yes, so system dot exit. Right. Okay, now let's try this. First thing first, let's compile everything, and let's see how it works. Click that and click on that. No, yes, that is fine. Okay, that's working as we want. Rolls Royce, exit, yes. Alright, the next thing now is let's have a look at this reset button. So that is what is left for us to take care of. So when we enter data in here, we should be able to reset it. And this one, I think this one should have their own standard price, really. Okay, let's exit. And in here we enter standard price. Let's enter standard price here first. First thing, we align everything to right. Let's come in here, horizontal alignment, make that right. And each of these, let's enter a value in there. So the stereo system for, let's go for maybe about 350. And in here, modify. Okay, modify, maybe if we want to modify anything in there, leather interior, we can go for customize. Let's change that to maybe, if you want to customize anything there. Okay, GPS for the global positioning indicator. Okay, that is that. I think the other thing is maybe I should just enter all of these in pounds. Okay, let's come in here. Let's maybe reduce this, and in there we just right click and change that to in pounds. Bracket right there. Right, so I'm going to repeat the same thing for the rest. Okay, that is how it all looks now, but let me change this to, let's change it to the British spelling, customized. Right. Okay, so the next thing now, like I said earlier on, let's take care of the reset button. So right click and let's select action perform, and right in here then we do have jTextArea. Would that be name? No, let's get the correct name. Okay, that's correct. All right, so set text, let's set it equals no. There, so that is the first one. I think we also have jTextField email. Right. Then we have jTextArea telephone. No, let's check out the name of that. Yeah, it's lowercase. What else do we have? We have postcode, address. What is this one called? Address, and this one is called postcode. Okay, copy that postcode. Back in here, jText. I think we also have JLEL trade, and set that to 0 as well. Right, and these two as well. Let's change this to get selected item. Repeat the same thing for the next object there. Okay, let's try out this program and see how it works. Click and run. Okay, and there we enter some value in there. Let's enter some characters in here as well, and select any of our cars, and this as well. I think we may have to redesign this combo box. Let's try out the resets. There we go. That is fine, but this combo box, I'm beginning to have multiple selections here. I'm going to have to redesign the combo box. Let's go straight into the design view and take care of that. Exit. Yes. Back into the combo box design view, and let's go to Java property mode right there. So we change that around, and I will enter as follows. So let's change that to as follows. So now I have the details of those cars, and I'm going to repeat exactly the same thing to this one. And right there, guys, that is how it looks now. Okay, so as for the form activates, let me come in here and just comment this out. So that makes life a bit more easier. The next thing I would like to do is this. I'm going to change all of this to 0. So the value will be 0. Change that to 0 as well on the X. Alright, that's fine. Okay, the next thing is I will now select this and let's come down here using an if statement. If jCheckBox system is 01, I'm going to copy it, paste it right in there, dot, it's selected, equals true. Now I'm going to enter curly bracket there. Then my text box, which is jTextArea dot set text equals, I'm going to set the text value, let's set that to 350. Okay, now let's go for jTextArea dot set enable equals true. There. Else, just gonna copy these. I'll just come in here and say else if is false, I want this to be 0 and I want this to be false. Okay, in the first place let's change this as well. Let's move it up. Right there. Change this to 0. Okay, so I'm going to repeat the same thing for the rest of the checkbox. So if you look at this, let's double click on this right there. That is for the modify, and the same thing for the letter. That's for the letter. Now the next one here, that is for customize, and finally we have the global one for the GPS, global positioning indicator. Now the other thing I need to do is I'm going to copy all of this and disable all of this when the form starts running. So let's come to action window, activate right here, right underneath here, disable, and repeat the same thing for stereo. Disable equals true. Disable the stereo as well. Okay, what else? Let's move this up. Okay, the next one we have modify. Here 2 more. Leather. And then customize should be the next one. Right, I think it's this. Right here. There. So when I run the system now, let's compile first. And run. You see, all of those components are disabled. They only become enabled when I click on this. Okay, so when I unclick, click and unclick, that's what happened, and the same thing happens to this. Okay, that is fine. Now the next thing is to take care of the total. Let's exit. Yeah. Okay, let's take care of this total right here.